Hello, this is me, Shubhamani, and tuned in. Today, I sort of have a different kind of video. Technically, I wasn't not gonna make a video at all for like the rest of the month and possibly like next month until January 19th. But some recent news came out that I actually did want to do a video on. If you haven't heard, I'm actually gonna have the article in the description below, so you can check it out yourself. And so, as you can see by the title, Nickelodeon is somewhat processing a video game animated series. Now, I'm not really on the whole hype train with this because of the fact that Nickelodeon is kind of like one of those channels to where I really just I don't trust them with anything like this popular. But not only that, but that channel has been downfalling a little bit, and I don't really think what they're gonna do is gonna help them at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's just gonna make it even more terrible. And so basically on a Nickelodeon podcast, the creator of Adventure Time and the Fairly OddParents came out at the end of it and said that they were on a that they were excited to have this project, and it's very unnamed. They don't even have anything at all that has somewhat been left ever since like 12 years before the 30th anniversary of whoever character this seems to be. So this project seems to be on hold for 12 years. And they personally said that this character, this video game that they're going to do is one of the most popular, most famous video game characters that have been around for 30 years. Now, to be honest, this has really, to me, short space of characters that did pass the 30th anniversary, but have been around for 30 years, mostly because there have been characters from back then that are recently dead, while there are characters who are still going on, and they could get potentially an animated series from Nickelodeon. Now, here's the problem. Who is it going to be about? There are so many characters to pretty much where the characters can possibly be limited, and we don't even know which one it is. So far, we got most popular, most famous, like pretty much most recognizable 30th video game character has been around for 30 years. And mostly people are pointing fingers at Nintendo. Nintendo is the one behind this. They are actually letting them do it. Their games have pretty much passed the 30, well, not the games, but their franchise has been passing the 30, and has been around for 30 years. So it does kind of make sense that there is a Nintendo animated series coming soon, but that's just it. Who is it going to be about? Well, it seems like they have a great story that seems to somewhat be perfect for a video game character. Now, I don't know who. My original guess was going to be on Mario, but the more I thought of it, what if it was Metroid? I'm sorry, but I don't think this guy would work. I really don't think so. And that's just because, he already had his animated series, but not only that, but it wasn't like great story-wise. But the more I think of it, Metroid is someone having the 30th anniversary. And of course, even if it's not the most popular, it is the one that most fans want to see come back. It's not dead, it's just that Nintendo hasn't made anything with Metroid ever since. And so what do I think of Metroid as being the animated series? Well, here's my reason. Number one, the game itself kind of tells a great story. And to have it as an animated series, it's kind of very special, to be honest. Now, there are other video game characters such as Mario, Link, Kirby, but as I said, those are kind of like... So, as I was saying before, my phone stopped recording. Metroid, I think, is pretty good video game series to start off with, as it does have a slight story to tell. It does have unique characters and, unique monsters that can pretty much fit into an animated series, video game series. Now, I do know that Metroid, as I said, is having the 30th anniversary. I'm pretty sure it's today or next year. I mean, not today. This year, or it's next year. It'll probably be past, but I don't know. But, yeah. Nintendo really hasn't focused on Metroid that much. But to me, it kind of seems like if Nintendo is going to be promoting Metroid, they kind of need to push it to an animated video game series instead of a video game series. But, it's just my opinion. My second option, as I said, it just has to be this guy because Why not? He did have his 30th anniversary. I think yes, no, not God. Why am I saying yesterday? No, this guy had his 30th anniversary last year. He's pretty well known. He's recognizable. He's probably like second or third popular. I know people favor Link more than Mario. But yeah, he's been in the game for 30 years. He's pretty much mainly recognizable. So it does make sense that if Nickelodeon was gonna have an animated video game series, it would be this guy. And so yeah, I don't really have nothing to say about this guy's animated series because he already had one back in the day. I'm starting to go with the Metroid as this is gonna have a series because even though it may not be that popular, it still kind of is popular to the fans of Nintendo. And if it's gonna be on Nintendo's rules, they might choose Metroid. But yeah, but not only that, but I don't think this is gonna work because why would they have one huge mascot compete with another mascot, which is SpongeBob? Now SpongeBob is he's really a mainly popular character. I'm not gonna lie, he's literally a popular character on television. Many kids don't, so to have this guy come up on the scene, it's kind of like who's gonna win? But we all know SpongeBob is going to overshadow Mario, which means that Mario may not last that long on Nickelodeon. So that's why I don't think he's gonna be the best fit. Now we're gonna go on to Link. Now, technically, this could potentially work. Link is actually, to be honest, no, not to be honest, to think of, Link is actually the most popular character out of Nintendo. He's the most favorited. He's pretty much well known in Super Smash Bros. People use him a lot. Maybe not, but that's just my guess. And so it does kind of make sense that if Nintendo was going to have an animated series, they would bring Legend of Zelda back since it did have its own animation. It kind of did tell a story, although it never was like it continued. Which is more like mini episodes of like a story, I guess. I haven't even watched the show yet, but I need to. And so yeah, it kind of does make sense because Legend of Zelda does have the action pad. It does have the hero theme to it, also Metroid. And so I'm gonna try to see if it's either Metroid or Legend of Zelda. Mario is gonna be at the bottom. Now Kobe, he already had his animated show. It was, to me, it was good. I don't know about everyone else, but it was good. I don't know if Nintendo would want them to have another Kobe series, but if they did, it could potentially overshadow SpongeBob. Now, here's my reason why. Kobe is pretty much an adorable character. Like, the games, they may get dark sometimes, but, okay, I'm doing this a lot. But Kobe is mainly popular. I mean, who doesn't like a pink puff ball going around, spin things out of his mouth that came out wrong, probably. And so yeah, Kobe. If they do a video game series on Kobe, this could potentially overthrow SpongeBob because there have been some cartoon shows in the past like Gravity Falls that actually haven't even overthrown SpongeBob yet. And okay, so great example I can tell is Nickelodeon's Kids Choice Awards. Pretty much almost all the popular cartoon shows were on there. There were some bad ones. I don't even know why they chose them. Probably because it was Nick. It's their stuff. They can do whatever they want with it. Yeah, SpongeBob still overthrown them, which is kind of surprising. And so to have an adorable character face a popular character, who's not okay? So who doesn't want to go for a puffball rather than a yellow sponge? To be honest, SpongeBob finished after the first movie. I'll tell you that. There was no need of any other seasons. Now it's just garbage. I hope that I hope that it's improving, but I'm still not watching it. So, yeah, Kobe is a potential fit. I just don't think it's gonna be able to get on that list to where Nintendo's like, okay, you can do this. Now, I did say Nintendo, like people are pointing fingers, but who knows? It could be potentially other characters who did pass, who did have the 30 years of anniversary, whatever. But yeah, so far, if you want to go to like the 30th anniversary of video game characters, you don't need to go back to the 8-bit era, and yeah, pretty much yeah, the 8-bit era, the arcades. So it could be anything. It could be Galaga. It could be any other what is it? Arcade games. Potentially having the spotlight for once. And so yeah, that's I am gonna make a part two, and the next part is going to be my opinion. This part was just to show how I think which video game character is possibly gonna be. But yeah, tell me down in the comments below what do you guys think is gonna be the video game series from Nickelodeon. Do you think it's gonna be good, bad, meh? And will you give it a shot? But yeah, I mostly want to see what you guys think of the video game series. Who do you guys think? As of right now, I have three potential choices, which is Mario, Link, and The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. And so yeah, I'm not gonna be mad if you disagree with it. You know, put your own opinion on the comments. So yeah, as I said, I am gonna have the article in the description below, so you can go check it out. And so yeah, I'll see you guys in the part 2 of the video. Ugh, man, last week Christmas break. I don't want to go back to school. Alright. Anyways, it's Triple 19J signing out.